All right. So you said that y'all have been touring for how long so far this season, at least?
Well, this tour, we're kind of doing like not as heavy touring as we've done in the past. Some of us have like families and stuff, so we're going a little slower these days. But we're just hitting it off this year. We played in Brooklyn last weekend and Portland, Maine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice to be here where it's a little bit warmer, at least for this weekend. And then we'll keep things going next weekend. And yeah, we got some dates on the books to look forward to.
So we'll pass it down to the next one. Where is the next spot you guys are going to be performing? Next festival that people can look for you?
Next festival? That's a great question. We have shows next week. We'll be in Boston February 13th, which is, what's that, Friday? Saturday?
Friday the 13th?
Friday. Brighton Music Hall? Yeah. Brighton Music Hall in Boston. And then we'll be at the Ardmore Music Hall the next day on February 14th. So doing a little, unofficial Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it should be good, though.
Okay. That's not, yeah. So Matt said that you guys have all started slowing down, at least on the touring, or it's a little bit different because y'all have family. How has that been affecting the creative process and just how you guys move as artists and men, I guess?
The creative process, it has, from that point, it hasn't really changed at all. I mean, we all write music. We love music. We make the time to record music together and create new music. So we have a lot of things we're working on with just us, with different artists, singers, maybe even a whole different band that we're like, we've been, I feel like the creativity hasn't slowed down at all.
Nice. Yeah. So the band, if I'm not mistaken, is called TAUK. Is that like in reference to Montauk?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the band started off on Long Island. I mean, Isaac is also from an island, from Staten Island. So we're all island adjacent, from New York. But yeah, Charlie grew up in Montauk, and I mean, I guess the spark notes of it is like, showing my age, spark notes. But is that, like, we needed a name as a high school band, and somebody put their hand over the MON of Montauk, and then we're like, all right, we'll be TAUK. So that's kind of, and it's funny because we're an instrumental band, so that's kind of how it worked out. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, we're all from New York, and that's where TAUK came from.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's back to him. So, AC just said that you guys are a full instrumental band. That brings me back to one of the important questions I wanted to ask. How do you convey, if you name a song a specific thing, how do you convey what the song actually means when you're actually playing it? Like, how do you actually get that across to somebody without actually having to sing or say, hey, this is what this song is about?
We just yell at them from the stage. This song's about food.
Nice.
No. I think that's the beauty of instrumental music, is it doesn't necessarily have a meaning. It's more of an emotion and a feeling. I don't think all music has to have a specific meaning. Even songs like with lyrics, sometimes it's like up for interpretation, but I think even more so with instrumental stuff. So sometimes, even when we're naming the songs, it can be tricky because it's like, it's just like, what do you call this song? It sounds like this. What does it mean to me? And you kind of just come up with a name that either just somehow fits the vibe or just something that you were thinking of at the time. So I think, that's something that I like about instrumental music. It's like, it's like if you go listen to jazz, it's like, what does Kind of Blue mean? Yeah. What is that about? Like, maybe it's about something. I don't know. What is Giant Steps about? I don't know, but you listen to it and it makes you feel something. And
so it's more so about the feeling more than even any kind of, I guess that still is, with like you said, any kind of lyric still evokes feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's up for interpretation. I think for me, even when I listen to music, growing up, that there's been songs I've listened to my whole life, and it took me like 20 years of listening to the same song to actually realize what the song was about. Like, I actually finally checked out the lyrics and was like, oh, but like the first 20 years when I was listening to the song, I still loved it. Mm-hmm. I kept coming back to it. So I think for us, when we're writing and we're playing together, it's not necessarily about anything specific, but there might be inspiration that we take from stuff we're listening to and be like, this part's heavier, or like when you're talking about the music itself or describing it, like this thing's a little mathy or this thing's a little groovy or whatever it is. There's ways to talk about the music, but in terms of like what it's about, I think it's more just about us listening to each other and creating a story through sound.
Nice. I appreciate you even saying that math part. That's something I was going to ask, is how do you bridge that between the actual feeling and like the technical part, like math, like all the polyrhythms and crazy stuff that you guys get into?
Yeah, we like to nerd out sometimes. You know, I think that's just been something that's crept into our music over time. I think it depends. For me, when I'm writing stuff, it's always, I feel like it's always has something to do with what I'm listening to at the time and what I'm inspired by. Like if I'm listening to stuff that's a little bit more in that element, I tend to go write more in that element. And sometimes, you know, writing can just be, it could come from anywhere really, but sometimes even if I'm just practicing guitar, I might be working on a concept and that'll spark an idea. And whether that's like a time-based thing or something based on a certain scale, that'll be the impetus for writing a new song. So sometimes it is a mathy thing. And then, you know, for me, sometimes I like to challenge myself and be like, all right, how do I write a song in 5 or something? But any one of us will bring in songs like that. And then sometimes someone will bring in a tune and the rest of the band will come up with an idea that'll like push it more in that direction too.
Perfect. That actually leads me into my next question. When you said that you all of you bring different things to the band, specifically different grooves, different sounds, how many different instruments do you play, and how do you think that contributes to what you're going to be doing today?
Well, I mean, my main instrument is drums. I'm also a singer, but I mean, I think we all kind of program music in different ways. And so being able to, you know, sort of have each other's instrumentation in mind when we're writing is huge. You know, I think that it speaks to just our musicianship as individuals that allow us to, you know, sort of tap into that, you know.
Okay. So he said that all of you play different instruments. I guess my question is, whenever you're writing something, are you thinking about these guys too specifically? Or is it something that you're just like, man, I really like this. I just hope these guys are going to like it, and I hope this is going to fit to their styles too?
Yeah, definitely. But also at the same time, I know what my limitations are, like when thinking about their instruments, and know what they're capable of. So maybe it's like, all right, I'm going to keep it simple here. I got the melody or whatever, but I know that AC is going to bring something to the table that's going to uplift it.
Gotcha.
So, you know, you got to know where to like put your mark on it and have the idea that you want to convey, but also leave room for everybody to bring their own thing too as well.
I like that. Last one for you. So, with everybody being multi-instrumentalists, have y'all ever switched up to play different instruments for the performances?
Man, it's a great question. I've been trying to get us to do like a fire alarm set, like for the longest time.
You're running
like
around?
A fire alarm, you know, drill, where like we switch instruments, like, you know, could play songs through it. It could be a cover, could be original, but I think I just think that would be funny.
Yeah,
you know? We're trying to feel like who would be the best. Like, I don't really know. Like you playing keys, like you playing guitar, like I don't know, like you on the drum kit. I don't know. Maybe I'll play bass, but I don't know. It would be fun to kind of see what that is. Just keep it, you know, lighthearted, man. I mean, we're all musical, and you know, these guys. There's an inherent musical trust.
Yeah.
For years that we've had with each other, so you know, it's just still about having fun too. That would be a great idea. I'd love to see that. You know.
Last question I've got for the whole group, in fact. With you guys being the ones who've been in it for the longest, for the Spark since high school, I think you said, how have you kept the momentum going to where newer people jump in the band and it still feels original?
Well, it's kind of back to what Charlie was talking about in terms of having such a strong foundation between the four of us, where it becomes easier to like layer and add other people into it, whether it be vocalists, like we were working with Kanika Moore. We had actually put out a record a couple years ago called Talk More. We worked with Lyle Davinsky and other instrumentalists too. So it's just about adding, you know, a little bit to the, I guess, the metaphorical soup, if you will, so that like it still feels good, it still tastes good, and like we still have fun, and we still maintain our identity and can accentuate or like uplift like whoever else is coming into the team. I think that's what I think that's what being a great band is about. You know what I mean? But that's me.
No, I mean, I totally agree with that. I think that when people come in contact with collaborating with us, they feel and love the confidence that we already have established between the four of us. That is literally just like the perfect foundation for them to just build on top, you know?
So it's almost just like you have it already set up. If you're ready, bring your words, bring your talent.
Exactly.
This is the mold to fit into.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all's time. This has been a very fun time
Thank
for
you
me,
for
learning a
having
lot
us,
more
man. We're
about you
excited to
guys.
be
And I
here.
got one more little gift for you guys before I ask you to do like a little sign out. Like I said, the podcast is called Universal Vibrations. So if you
Shout
can
out to
say
Universal Vibrations.
Universal
Universal Vibrations.
So I know you guys aren't from here, but this is something I went around earlier. I'm right on the outside of the desert.
Got some quartz.
Got some quartz that I picked up straight from the Sonora Desert for you guys.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Sonora quartz.
I'll take the baby one.
Mm-hmm.
TSA won't take this. So
No,
we
hopefully
good.
not.
Put it in my cereal.
We good.
I don't know. This looks like a tooth. There,
Tell me your name.
Isaac.
Isaac. Charlie.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all.